G'day everybody, Spud here from Spud's Games. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonight's video is a pickup video, so I'm going to run you through about my last 8 weeks worth of pickups. Stay tuned. So before I kick it off, there's probably going to be a question about what's that game playing in the background. So that's Bangai-O on Dreamcast. It's playing for anyone that's interested. So, moving into the pickup. So, for those people who don't know, Sydney's in the middle of a lockdown, so it's August 2021, the end of August. Been in lockdown for about 8 weeks now, so getting a little bit stir crazy. But during that period and just before that, I managed to pick up some high quality stuff. So, I thought I'd run you through what I'd managed to pick up just before lockdown, and also a couple of odds and ends that I picked up during lockdown. So, we're not allowed to travel outside 5 kilometres of our home, basically. So, all this stuff that I picked up during lockdown has been quite close, so it's been quite hard to find. But needless to say, there's stuff always out there, you've just got to keep your eyes open. So first up, what I'll do is I'll run you through the two bundles here. So this is Cabela 2011. So that's the gun that comes with it. I think it's called the Top Shot Elite. And there was the lady who actually had 2 of these for sale. So there's one. And there's 2. Now both of these packages were complete. They had everything in them. They had the gun, all the components, the dongle, the scopes, the games, and the manual. So it's always nice when you get a bundle like that and someone's taking care of it. Even better, it was only 20 bucks for both of them. So one of the games was sealed. So she had 2 daughters. They both wanted guns to play, so it was just one game that was taken out. They didn't need 2 games, so one did remain sealed. So that's always handy. Me and the young fella have been enjoying some time playing that one on 2-player. It's super fun to play. So if you get a chance, PlayStation 3, give Cabelas 2011 a crack. I highly recommend it. From the same lady who sold me this one, 24 hours after that, she managed to find these, which is, for those who, I'm pretty sure everyone will know what this is. A little bit dusty, actually, I'll give that a clean later. Guitar Hero bundles for PlayStation 2 and 3. So there was 2 of them. These ones weren't boxed, but they've been taken really good care of. There's no scratches or anything like that. Little thumb grips thingies. The analog sticks are in really good condition. The other good thing it come with is both dongles down the front there, which is handy, and also both straps and this guitar stand. So all in all, for another 20 bucks, I was quite happy to pay that for that package. During, when I first started playing Guitar Hero, it was on the PlayStation 2, and then it actually went to the PlayStation 3 and also the Wii. Really loved Guitar Hero back in the day. I must say much, I don't even know if it's around anymore, but I certainly haven't played it in at least 4 to 5 years. But it was really good back in the day, really enjoyed it, and as soon as I saw that bundle, I thought, yep, no worries, I've got to have that. So me and the young fella might give that a crack later on as well. On the PlayStation 3 theme, there was another bundle I picked up, which was the one you can see probably down the front here. Had a 12GB console, one of the slim PlayStation 3s, or the later model PlayStation 3s with the slide top on it. It's only 12GB, so it's probably not worth that much. I paid $60 for this bundle. Now, you might go, well, 60 bucks for a PlayStation 3 bundle, only come with, what, 7 games? But 2 of those games are pretty highly sought after. And that is Ratchet and Clank Nexus, and also Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures 2. So both of these games are sort of $50 plus games when I look at the value of them, and I don't have them in my collection. So the whole bundle cost me what I would normally pay if I wanted to go and buy those games outright anyway. So well, actually probably cost me a lot less than what it would be if I went to eBay or Amazon and tried to purchase those games separately to play. So I thought the $60 was a good price. I don't know what I'm going to do with the other games on the consoles, because they're Skylanders. I think there's Hot Wheels in there and a couple of other games. So maybe I'll keep them. Maybe I'll give them away to family members. Although PlayStation 3 is a good streaming device, so it might end up on a second TV or a third TV in the house to use. Next up, we'll just talk about this one here, which is the Oddworld bundle or collector's edition. And I also have got the I think it's like the class as the first day edition, I suppose. Day one edition includes the Steelbook. So I actually picked this up first on PS4, because I wanted to play it on PlayStation 4. I didn't have a PlayStation 5, but as I bought it, the guy kindly informed me behind the counter that he has a PlayStation 5 Collector's Edition out the back, and he's pricked up, and here I am walking out with both copies of it. So at that time I didn't have a PlayStation 5, which was it was quite odd to buy a PlayStation 5, I suppose, Collector's Edition, but I really enjoy the Oddworld series, particularly the first two games. I played a little bit of New and Tasty and Stranger's Wrath. I haven't really got into them yet, but what I did play I enjoyed, so I'll end up going back to them, and I've heard good reviews about this game as well. And the reason also too I picked up the PlayStation 4, it's a late release in the PlayStation 4 cycle, so usually when that happens and it's a good game, there's not a lot of, I suppose, copies made because it's late in the PlayStation 4 cycle. And being a good game, it could possibly be highly sought after, you know, when down the track when collectors are chasing it. Also picked up the collector's editions, Alex Kidd in Miracle World, remade for the PS4. I think these come from Signature Games. I also picked it up on just the standard edition on PlayStation 4 from EB Games as well. I liked it that much. I just did a bit of research and someone kindly pointed me in the direction it actually had a collector's edition. So went ahead and purchased that. It wasn't too expensive. It was in the order of $80 to $100 shipped from the UK to Australia. Has some really nice touches in it as well. It's obviously got the game. It's got the little a little manual inside. It's got the soundtrack. You know, a couple of other odds and ends, an art book, some playing cards, etc. So, you know, when you buy a collector's edition and you pay extra money for it, you want nice things inside it, and that appears to have it. I mean, it's still sealed. I might do an unboxing later on if I've got a chance. The same as the Oddworld Collector's Edition. That's still sealed up, but I might do an unboxing of that as well. You know, there's nothing worse when you get a collector's edition and it's a massive box like this, and you think, oh, get all excited, and you open it up, you get the game out, and get all the foam out, and you know, end up with a statue, you know, this big, you know, $200 for that. So, but these ones certainly appear to be well worth it. I can't remember how much the Oddworld one was. It was about $200, I think it was, but it includes the game and whatnot. So that's probably about the most I'll pay for a collector's edition. Now, moving on to the next lot I picked up. So this was a JB HiFi bundle. Now, for those who are watching overseas, JB HiFi is a big electrical outlet, sells video games, TVs, etc. in Australia. I just happened to walk in, this was just before lockdown, and saw these Demon X Machiners, 3 of them on display, and you'll see down here 2 Sonic Racing on PlayStation 4 Collector's Editions. And I also picked up this bundle here. Just bear with me while I pop behind and grab it. So there's 3 there, and don't want to drop them. 3 there as well. So then Nintendo Labo kits. There's 6 of them all up. 3, they're the VR kits. 3 of expansion set 2 and expansion set 1. So 6 of them all up. Now, all up, you probably wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The whole lot, so 3 Demon X Machiners, 2 Sonics, and the 6 Labos, all up were $120. I think these Demon X Machiners were $20. The Sonic Racings were $15, and the Nintendo Labos were $5. Anyway, I've got the receipt. I'll dig that out and I'll pop it up here just to prove it, and that'll confirm exactly how much I paid for each of them. So, I think that's it for what I picked up. Oh, one more. How could I forget? How could I forget? So, I mentioned before about the PS5. Didn't have a PS5 when I picked up that Oddworld Collector's Edition. Well, I now have a PS5. Yay! Everyone's going, oh, welcome to the party, you late boo, whatever. But, you know, I wasn't in a rush to get a PlayStation 5. I had a lot of PlayStation 4 games still to get through. I still do have a lot of PlayStation 4 games to get through, but you know, there was a couple of games that were starting to come out on PlayStation 5, and I could get upgrades to games that I already had in my PS4 collection for PlayStation 5. So, you know, and I just happened to walk into EB Games. Actually, I think it was the same time I bought this. On the same day I bought this, I'm pretty sure. And I just quizzed him. I said, oh, you know, when are you due in for next PlayStation 5s? And he just winked at me. He goes, we've just opened pre-orders for in-store. I went, oh, really? How much? He said, oh, you got to put $200 down. So I put $200 down, and you know, and waited. That was back in June, I think it was, somewhere around then. And it come in while I was in lockdown. So I not only picked up the PlayStation 5, I obviously grabbed the extra controller as well. One thing I didn't want to do is I didn't want the PlayStation 5 to be my console. I like playing video games with my son. He's 5 years old, so he enjoys playing video games as well. In fact, we'll have a game of Cabelas later on. So the goal, yeah, just I like playing with him. So in that vein, I mean, I've got Cold War over there, but I've also picked up the second controller and Sackboy as well. So highly recommend this if you've got a wife who gets bored and you want to play some games with her, then or just a young, you know, sort of 5 and above child that you want to play video games with. Give this game a run, Sackboy: A Big Adventure. It's not too difficult. I mean, I imagine it could get difficult if you played single player on the hardest level. It's a platformer. It's pretty easy to play on the easiest level, and 2 players, it's a really smooth 2-player game. And yeah, we both enjoy playing it, so you know, it gets us playing something different, gets him enjoying the PlayStation 5 as well. So that's it for my pickups for the last sort of 8-ish weeks, I suppose. And as I come across more pickups, or I pick up a big bundle if I manage to find one, they're getting harder to find these days, I know. But you know, I'll put another video up for sure. I like making the videos, so more than happy to share my collection out and what I actually pick up. So if you've got any feedback, by all means, chuck it in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.